Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at 5.3 part 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to be solving today. So the key today's solving, it's an easier version of solving our exponentials. It's easier because we don't have to use logarithms yet to really get to where we need to get to. So the whole idea here is if we can make the bases same, do so first. So what that means is I know that I can change this base 4 and this base 8 because they're powers of 2. So I'm going to say, all right, 4 is 2 squared, and 8 is 2 cubed. Right, and then I'm going to use my my rules of exponents because we have power to a power going on here. 2 squared to the 2x minus 1, 2 cubed to the x. And what that says that we can do is we can multiply those two things. So we're going to do 2 times 2. I'm going to put this in parentheses, even though it's not grouped, because that's one whole thing, right? 2x minus 1 is the whole exponent. So when I'm multiplying, I have to multiply the 2 into the whole exponent. And then here we have 2 to the 3 times x. Okay, and the reason we did that is now that we know that the bases are the same, for these two things to be equal, then this exponent's got to be equal to that exponent. So all we have to do is we're going to say that now 2 parentheses 2x minus 1 is equal to 3x. We're going to just do straight algebra from here, so we're going to distribute. And then we're going to solve. I'm going to add my 2. That's 0. 4x equals 3x plus 2. I'm going to subtract my 3x. So we have x is equal to 2. Okay, on to the next one. This one's a little bit more complex, but notice they all have e's, right? E to the negative x squared, e to the x to the 2, and then 1 over e cubed. So let's go ahead and simplify this up. So we're going to keep this the same. There's nothing to do there. On this one, we can do that power to power rule, right? X, e to the x to the second, we can multiply the x and the 2. So e to the 2x. And then lastly, this one's a little bit trickier, but remember, if we want it to be e and not 1 over e, we just make it a negative, right? Negative means the reciprocal of. So we're going to say e to the negative 3. Now we're going to use some more rules here. So if we have the same base, we can add the exponents. So we have e to the 2x. We could say plus negative 3, but it's just probably nicer to write minus 3. Okay, and then now that we have the same base here, in order for these two things to be equal, negative x squared's got to be equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, and then this is going to be a quadratic, so we're going to move the x squared over to the right because we like our x squared positive. So we have 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. And then we got to solve this by factoring, right? So you guys can use whichever method you see fit. I like to do this way because it's faster. We're looking at what multiplies to get negative 3, adds to get 2, because we don't have anything in front of our x squared, right? We don't have a coefficient there. So the number that's going to multiply by 3 to get 3, the numbers that's going to multiply to get negative 3 and add to get 2 is positive 3 and negative 1. And therefore, this whole thing is equal to 0. The zero product property says that if we have two things multiplied and they're equal to 0, one, if not both of them, needs to be 0. So x got to be negative 3 or x got to be equal to 1. Okay, that's pretty much it. So just practicing using your exponential rules in order to simplify your equation to get them equal so that we have the same base. And once we do that, we can set the exponents equal to each other and solve algebraically. Okay, let me know if you have any questions next class. We can go over them. Good job.